We're coming to you live from our studios here in Kokomlemle, also on DSTV and GoTV, and around the world via myjoyonline.com. The details now. The minority in Parliament is demanding the resignation of the COCOBOD CEO, Joseph Boahen Aidoo. They allege he's run down the company and shortchanged farmers. Government announced a significant increase in the price of cocoa by more than 60%. The minority, however, says that is not enough. Its leader, Dr. Kasia Latoforsin, who's been leading NDC MPs to engage cocoa farmers in Dadia Swaba in the Ahafo region, says the price for a bag of cocoa should have gone up to 2,500 cedis at least.
From 9 to 2016, the farm gate price per bag of cocoa should be nothing less than 2,500 Ghana cedis. If you are to add the premium, in other words, the bonuses that we would have given to the cocoa farmer, the farm gate price per bag should have been 2,800 Ghana cedis. So our calculation point position is that every bag sold by the cocoa farmer, the government has shortchanged the cocoa farmer a minimum of 1,500 Ghana cedis. In other words, the cocoa farmer will interpret it at 15 million Ghana cedis. So on average, if a cocoa farmer sells 10 bags, 1,500 times 10, in other words, 15,000 or 150 million Ghana cedis, according to the cocoa farmer.
The minority is also demanding the resignation of the COCOBOD CEO, who they accuse of mismanaging the cocoa sector and farmers.
You can see that the cocoa beans that we bought for last year, we bought only 650,000 metric tons. 650,000 metric tons. We left, at the time we left office, the metric ton that we sold was 969,000, almost a million. It is declining by the day. In spite of the fact that this government came to Parliament and asked us to approve a loan of 600 million Ghana cedis for them to use the proceeds in ensuring that cocoa will be, they were going to, I think at the time they said it's a form of productivity enhancement program. So they were going to do pruning, and what they are going to do will ensure that Ghana Cocoa Board will exceed 1 million metric ton target. Today, what are we seeing? We are seeing the reverse. So clearly, something is amiss at the Ghana Cocoa Board. We are seeing the production coming down, declining to the lowest in the last 15 years. So everything has gone bad at the Ghana Cocoa Board. We're also seeing them recorded massive losses since 2017. Last year, according to their own audit report, they declared a loss of 2.4 billion Ghana cedis 1 year. And the question is, what's going on? Currently, I don't think that Boahen Aidoo deserves to be in office. He has mismanaged the cocoa sector massively. He's been reckless, mismanaged, shortchanged the cocoa farmer, and in the end, he has brought productivity down. So I don't see why he should be in office. He should rather resign instead of him insult President.
The minority leader has also been detailing why the minority believes farmers are worse off.
You also agree with me that do your own computation. At the time that they were selling cocoa in 2016, the equivalent could buy at least 2 packets of iron sheet, of roofing sheets. Today, even at 1,003, they can only buy 1 packet. The reverse is that it should have been 1-to-1 at the minimum. And during times like this, they should have been better off. Even if it's 1-to-1, it means that if they sell 2 bags, it would have been 2,600. So you can see where we are arriving at. And they should have been better off because ideally, times like this, things that we import into the country like roofing sheet will also go up. And things that you export will also go up. But what you have done, even if you are to do basic economics, by using the rate of inflation and using the deflator to deflate this amount, you notice that clearly the government has shortchanged the cocoa farmer. Our position as the NDC minority in Ghana's parliament is that we will fight for the cocoa farmer. We believe that the cocoa farmer deserves better than what we are seeing. The cheat that this government is actually showing to the ordinary cocoa farmer isn't fair, isn't right, and it is not.
Now, we've been hearing from the majority who have also been rebutting the claims made by the minority.
No other cocoa producing country support farmers with interventions like the New Patriotic Party or as we have done since we came to office. Interventions such as the cocoa rehabilitation program, the mass pruning, the hand pollination, mass spraying, fertilizer subsidy program, and free seedlings that we provide to our cocoa farmers. And if you were listening to the NDC earlier, they talked about today that fertilizer is about 500 cities. They mentioned that. And that they used to subsidize fertilizer. We don't do that. That is obvious falsehood. Yes, fertilizer is 500 cities, but farmers pay, according to COCOBOD records, farmers pay as low as 86 Ghana cedis. So yes, the NDC needs to check their facts. Now, I'm sure most of you know about the living income differential. They mentioned a few things about premiums that were paid and therefore needed to be forwarded to farmers, and we are not. That's also not true. The records suggest that even this year and last year, premiums were not paid. So I think the NDC was making some claims about some $493 having been paid as premium per metric ton. That's not true. In fact, our cocoa, if you know, there are grades. So the premium grade and then the less premium sold at a discount from about 20% to 40%. So even this price that is advertised, not all the cocoas will be sold at 2,600,000 per metric ton. Not all of it. There will be grades that are sold at that price. But let me tell you about the living income differential. In 2019, by the way, the living income differential, which is an additional income to our farmers that was earned under our administration, which is additional $400 that is paid on every metric ton of cocoa sold that goes directly to the farmers, is the brainchild of His Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. The NDC, who has congregated in Ahafo this afternoon in a church house seeking to belittle the rather unprecedented achievements of this government, never saw the wisdom in negotiating anything like that for our people. The creativity to do that for our people was not there. They were here for 8 years, wasted everybody's time. We came, that $400, which equals about 4,600 Ghana cedis, was money that was left on the table. But this government came under the leadership of His Excellency. We went and found $400. This is governance. This is care. This is thinking about your people, not propaganda. We found money for our people. It's a brainchild of His Excellency, the President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo.
You had Richard Ayagba, he's Communications Director of the New Patriotic Party, responding to claims by the NDC and the minority in Parliament that this government is shortchanging cocoa farmers. Away from that story, the Ghana Highway Authority has commenced demolition work on the Accra and Tema toll booths in a bid to improve traffic flow. This is also to reduce the risk of road accidents. 2 out of the 8 booths have been earmarked for demolition. It's currently underway. My colleague Carlos Caloni is there for us and reports.
I'm currently at the Tema toll booth on the Accra-Tema motorway, where the Ghana Highways Authority is demolishing 2 booths out of the 8 on the Accra-Tema motorway. Originally, there are about 8 on this particular stretch, and officials of the Ghana Highways Authority have been telling us that they are doing away with 2 that sit on the original Accra-Tema motorway. And so, as you can see in your picture, the contractor is actually demolishing the booth there, and this happened also at the Accra end of the motorway. I have with me the contractor undertaking this particular work to share with us how they are going about it and what the motoring public should be expecting, what message they have for them. So you started this particular activity from yesterday. Tell us, you started from the toll boat in Accra. How long did that last and what exact work did you do then?
All right, I'm Boahen Aidoo and I'm one of the site engineers of China Railway number 5 Engineering. We have been contracted to do the demolition exercise on the toll boat, on the Tema and Accra main toll boat. Well, we actually began the Accra one, that was yesterday around 3:30 p.m., which lasted about 4 hours into the night. Well, here this morning we are on the Tema Toll Plaza 2, and then we are expecting to finish up within the same period of time. But as it stands now, the only challenge we are facing is oncoming vehicles from Tema heading towards Accra. But the only thing we are saying is that vehicles from Tema towards Accra should kindly exercise patience as we'll finish up within a short period of time.
I see you have mounted some warning signs there just to direct the flow of traffic. So how many of the boats are you demolishing today?
Well, we are demolishing 2. That is the main one. That is the main stretch. The main one on the Tema and Accra stretch. Yeah, the main one.
What will be next after the demolition? Do you know?
Okay, well, when we are done with the demolition exercises, we convey the debris and then the Ministry of Roads and Highways take charge from there.
Okay, so when are we to see the concrete work to clear the road for motorists to actually use?
Well, for us, that is, we've been the contractor. We hope to finish this work within maybe the next 4 hours. The rest is left for Ministry of Roads and Highways to decide.
Thank you so much for talking to us. So that was the contractor actually undertaking the demolition work here at the Tema Toll Plaza on the Accra-Tema motorway. Join you to keep you posted on any development from this particular site. Reporting from the Tema Toll Boat, my name is Carlos Caloni for Joy News.
So Carlos Caloni joins us via phone. He has more to share with us. Hello, Carlos. So, so far, what would you say this particular exercise, the impact of it on traffic flow?
All right. So, Venice, earlier there was a little build-up of traffic flow, but for now, I see the contractors have actually placed some warning signs on the road for motorists coming from the Aflau and towards the toll booth. They've not diverted the road properly, and so the traffic has eased a little bit. So that is the situation here, and there's a free flow of traffic as we speak.
All right, and we understand that this exercise was threefold. So there was
cycling isn't just cycling; it can be cycling, or cycling, or even cycling. Peloton isn't just one thing. We have classes that will ease you in and classes that'll make you sweat, and a range of instructors so you can find your match. Whatever you're in the mood for, we can get you in the zone. See for yourself with a worry-free 30-day home trial. Visit onepeloton.com/home-trial. Terms apply.
It's supposed to fix some traffic lights and also some barricades to help in security. Are those running concurrently? Have you seen those traffic lights? Street lights, rather, I beg your pardon.
All right, so Venice, the street light work actually came to conclusion yesterday, where 9 street lights have been installed at each of these toll booths. That is, the Tema side has 9 street lights, and the Accra side also has 9 street lights. That is working now. The purpose for that particular street light is to ensure that the contractors coming to work here have a lot of visibility in the night so they can carry out the demolition exercise. But the barricading work is yet to start because, according to the contractors, they need to clear the road for now to pave way for that contractor to come and do all of that. So, yes, those are the updates on the demolition exercise here so far.
All right, Carlos Caloni there bringing us an update from the Tema motorway. So, for those of you who have been using that route, you will be seeing some work done there on that particular road. Now, some residents in the Sisala East Municipality and the Y East District of the Upper West region have expressed worry over the poor state of roads. The areas which are considered the food basket of the region have the worst roads in the region. Joining us is Upper West Regional Correspondent Rafiq Salam, who travelled on the Halamboy-Nabulo East Roads, reports due to the deplorable nature, vehicles and other riders plying the area easily break down, resulting in passengers being stranded.
If there's only one thing that the Sisal East municipality and the West district have in common, apart from sharing boundaries, is the deplorable roads that have enveloped the two Sisal enclaves. The cruel reality, however, is that the enclave is the food basket of the region and sometimes tops the chart in the country when it comes to maize production. The irony of the aforementioned is that when the European Union granted the government over 35 million euros to construct farm access roads, they were completely ignored, prompting protests from the chiefs and people of the Sisal enclave, which yielded no results. This is the fancy Halamboy-Nabulo East Road, which is about 53 kilometers. It is deplorable, bumpy, full of big gullies and small dams. One would have mistaken for one of the government flagship programs, One Village, One Dam. We bumped into these women, majority of whom were traveling from Mandwani and Nabulo in the Sisal East to Fancy in the West district for a funeral. There were over 24 of them being transported by two motorcanes, and both were stuck on one of the many big gullies filled with water. The operators and some of the few passengers are some forces to push them out. One of the motorcanes developed a fault and the engine unable to start again.
Motorcane crotch bars and week here. Oh, Lamarate. One of them correct. One is no good. Oh,
the motorcane operators tell me that the crotch bar is now spoiled as a result of the bad road, and then because of that, he cannot pick at least the passengers that were on the bucket of the motorcane.
There were 15 passengers. Some having their babies stopped at their backs, got stranded as a result. Chekwa Bayon Habambie is one of them and explains why.
No. Some people were moving with their motorcane and we were following. They nearly fell inside the water. Right now our motorcane have spoiled. The crotch bars have spoiled. Now we are in between two villages. We can't move forward, we can't go back. Just because of the road. If not, because the roads were well done, we wouldn't have been here. But currently we are stuck here. We can't go back to Nabulo, we can't go to Halambale too. And our motor, it has spoiled. We don't know what to do now. We are just standing. Now we don't know what will happen. So we are pleading on the government. They should just work on our roads for us.
Apart from this area, which we consider to be like
not only this
a dam, so what about the other roads?
Other roads is even worse, especially from Wahabu to Walambele to Bukubele, from Mandwanu to Nabukubele, just from this road, Bichambele, all the way to this place. It's the same problem. The same problem. Last one car even fell with people, so some got injured because of this. They fell in the water. Some got injured, some with broken legs, some with just injuries all over their bodies.
She also spoke of a cruise ship with death some months ago.
From Mandwanu to Nabukubele, and I was sitting just at the end. My legs were outside like this. So when we were going there, there was a pothole that the motorcade driver didn't know, and he jumped on it. So I fell down, and I didn't fall. I was standing. I was standing, and I held the motorcade back this way, and it moved because he's not aware that I fell. It moved, and I used my oxboot to hit the motorcade. That I nearly died. They had to send me to hospital that day.
The operator of the motorcade later approached us for a favor to pick him and the rest of the passengers to Fancy to enable him look for a mechanic to repair the faulty crotch bar.
So now they are now pleading on us to pick them from Nabulo straight to Halambole Fancy. And so we are right here. They are currently stranded and they have no way to go. And so the only help that we can give to them is to also pick them on the bucket of our pickup straight to Fancy. The people in the Sisal East is that they want their roads to be motorable. They have been pleading on government to come to their aid. But it appears the government has not heeded to that plea. Until the roads are worked on in the municipality, people in this enclave will continue to suffer. Reporting for Joy News, Rafiq Salam, Harlem Boy.
So we are suffering.
And here in our studios, I'm Bernice Abubeidou Lansa. This is News Desk. You want to stay for more? We'll be back shortly.
I came home earlier than I normally would that fateful Monday after work. And to my surprise, I saw my husband and my mother having sex in our living room.
I had always suspected my wife. I felt she had something doing with my little brother. And I walked into a room one day, and there they were, making out. And this is my blood brother.
My husband, who is a banker, will not have sex with me because I denied him my earnings. Is he gay? I've been wondering.
What is your story? What secret is eating you up? Why are you having continual sleepless nights? Do you need help? Share your story on our powerful new series where real people share their deepest secrets on Prime Morning beginning this September. Drop your stories on our WhatsApp number 055 157 5757. Remember, a problem shared is a problem half solved, and every problem has a solution.
Hello there. To provide timely information and to explain educational reforms and to discuss school models and interventions, the Ministry of Education, in partnership with the Teacher Education Journal, presents to you the first ever education TV talk show, the Edu Talk Show. The Edu Talk Show keeps you informed and updated on trends in the world of education.
The Ghanaian teacher is so versatile. Provide him the opportunity, train him, and that teacher will perform wonders.
Where are the women? They're doing very well academically, but they're not in the sciences and all of that. So technology is missing a lot more women that they could have had.
You need to tell the parents, at the moment, what you are getting is covering only an aspect of your child's education. And therefore, it's very difficult for you to make any decision with the limited information you have.
We still have more to do when it comes to safe school.
So join us as we speak to our guests on reforms taking place in Ghana's education sector. My name is Blessed Sogan, and I am your host.
Welcome to Tema, the industrial gem of Ghana. Attention all dreamers, investors and home seekers. Mark your calendar for the next clinic of the EcoBank Joy News Habitat Fair. Imagine waking up to stunning waterfront views, basking in the warmth sun, and embracing the comfort of a home perfectly tailored to your needs. Discover a range of housing options that cater to every budget and lifestyle. From sleek contemporary designs to elegant traditional architecture, the EcoBank Joy News Habitat Fair has it all. But wait, there's more. This fair isn't just about buying a home. It's also about enhancing the spaces we live in. Get financial solutions to acquire furniture for that beautiful home, electronic devices, and more. Our dedicated team of real estate experts and banking partners are here to guide you every step of the way, making your journey to home ownership smooth and stress-free. Don't miss out on this incredible opportunity to make your dreams come true. Join us at the Tema edition of the EcoBank Joy News Habitat Fair, where possibilities are limitless.
The EcoBank Joy News Habitat Fair 2023 is powered by the Plant City Extension Project from Cities and Habitats and sponsored by
I appreciate your company here on News Desk. Thank you for staying. Now, lawyers of an applicant seeking to cite the Electoral Commission for contempt will this morning attempt for the third time to serve the Commission with court summons. The EC was sued at an Accra High Court for contempt following the rollout of the limited voters registration exercise. Speaking to Raymond Aqua on Upfront, lawyer for the plaintiff, Boahen Aidoo, stated they will report the Commission to the court if it continues to interfere with their service.
I think that it is quite shameful. The EC, and I'll send you videos of what happened and audios of what happened at the Electoral Commission today. I'll send you videos and audios of what happened at the Electoral Commission this afternoon. Now, this is what happened. Yesterday, the bailiff of the High Court Tema went to the head office of the Electoral Commission seeking to serve the Electoral Commissioners with the contempt proceedings, applications that were filed. When he got there, he was informed by the security at the gate that they have a meeting ongoing and that he should come back at 9 a.m. today. At 9 a.m. today, the bailiff of the court was at the Electoral Commission headquarters. And he was asked or told that there was nobody at the head office and that the head office is closed down for 1 week at the new head office. So he should proceed to the new head office at Rich. So they left for the head office at Rich. There was a lawyer from my office, there was the bailiff of the court. When they got there, that is when they had the confrontation. And I want to tell you the audio for you to listen to and play back to Daniel. Join your news feed. The conduct of the Electoral Commission is shameful. What they are doing is interfering with the service of the court process. We are left with no choice but to go back to the High Court and ask the High Court for some secure service of the process. Mr. Trebo is saying that they are not presenting any bailiff from the court to enter the premises. I am saying that tomorrow morning, I'm going to ask the bailiff and lawyers from our office, the cameras from your television station, to go to the head office of the Electoral Commission tomorrow at 9 a.m. and see whether they will be allowed entry into the premises of the Electoral Commission to effect the service.
Let's stay on the EC and the limited voters registration. Lawyers of one of the applicants in the injunction case against the EC, Precious Aita, are trying for the third time to serve a contempt application to the EC. According to the lawyers, 2 previous attempts have failed because the commissioner agreed to meet them to receive the application. Let's go live now to the EC headquarters for an update on that. My colleague James Avaji is standing by. Hello, James. What are you able to tell us with their attempt to, get the EC to receive the summons? Have the lawyers succeeded in filing the application?
Okay, Daniel, thank you. So we've been here for almost 30 minutes now together. We recently meet the lawyer for the applicant as well as the bailiff, and in our interaction with them, they made us know that they've been here on Tuesday as well as yesterday, Wednesday, in an attempt to serve that contempt application on them, but nothing came out of that, and so third attempt is today. And the lawyer for the applicant is here with me, and so
for the 30 minutes, he himself as well as the bailiff have been having some interactions with the police personnel at post here, and some persons who were going in and out of the CP premises. He said to tell us what has come out of that.
Hello, James. Hello, James. If you can hear me, it's a bit of a struggle hearing you, honestly. Could you speak up a bit or reposition yourself?
Okay, can you hear me now?
It's a bit muffled, but let's give it a try.
Okay. So what I'm saying is that we've been here for about 30 minutes now. We came to meet the lawyer as well as the bailiff from the High Court in the third attempt. In our earlier interactions with the lawyer, he indicates that they've been here on Tuesday and Wednesday yesterday, but that attempt proved futile, and so they are here to make the third attempt. Now, in the 30 minutes we've been waiting here, he, together with the bailiff, have been trying to interact with the police personnel on duty at the CP headquarters here, as well as some individuals who've been moving in and out of the CP premises. The lawyer joins me to tell us more on what they've been taking from the security, as well as those who've been going in and out of the CP premises, and a bit more on that. And so, thank you, Counsel, for joining us. I've seen you interact with the police and the other persons. What have they been telling you? So far,
would have to get those visuals or get that information or interaction with James and lawyers for this applicant much later. We seem to have a challenge with the lines there. Apologies for that. Let me now bring you some other stories. Over the course of its 125-year existence, the Accra Metropolitan Assembly, AMA, has faced significant challenges in tackling poor sanitation within the major cities of Accra. Despite the Assembly's persistent efforts to maintain cleanliness in the city, the problem persists. During the launch of the AMA's 125th anniversary, Mayor of Accra, Elizabeth Saki, hinted of the upcoming commencement of work in the sanitation courts here in Accra. There's more in the following report.
Over the years, there has been an identical attempt to work very hard in the design of the policy that ensures that local government delivers the needed achievements. Efforts in addressing sanitation concerns of the city have undergone remarkable years of struggle. Mayor of Accra, Elizabeth Saki, during the 125th media launch of the Accra Metropolitan Assembly celebration, announced the commencement of sanitation court projects in the capital city, citing the importance of pursuing sustainable development and effectively implementing environmental sanitation policies.
Sustainable development has become a goal design featuring in almost every development paradigm. This concept of sustainable development is the idea to foster city resilience that ensures that our communities are safe, reliable, and healthier. The vulnerabilities of our cities in recent times have threatened many lives and exposed our fragile institutional weakness. We have maximized the impact of calamities, safeguarding the lives and properties of our cities. New Chairman, ladies and gentlemen, our united spirit and collective effort has enabled us to rebuild and recover in times of crisis, demonstrating our unwavering commitment to one another. But resilience alone is not enough. We must strive for sustainable development, a path that harmonizes progress with the preservation of our environment and the well-being of our people. Let us not forget the efforts of those who have come before us, the visionary leaders dedicated public servants, and resilient citizens who have shaped our city's destiny. Their commitment and sacrifices have laid the foundation for the vibrant and prosperous Accra we see today.
She further called for the proactivity and unity among all stakeholders in ensuring that the Accra Metropolitan Assembly achieves and attains its objectives, highlighting the challenges and achievements the Assembly faces in its line of work.
125, I think we've come a long way. And the greatest challenge to me is the sanitation issue. We should keep our environment clean. And for now, what we have achieved is we've been bold enough to start the process and putting in the sanitation court, which will go a long way to caution and put people in line. Of late, I hear a lot of adverts on is it Kwame or Kwamna or he so better kofa ball and fakogu gata no. All these things. It's human attitude, and if we should refrain ourselves from it, we'll be fine.
Now, Environmental Health Officer at the Accra Metropolitan Assembly is Florence Kuchi. She's joining me via Zoom to share some more with us on this plan to, get the sanitation courts working properly so that we can make Accra clean again. Good morning to you. Thank you for your time here. What's the current state of your policies and also our sanitation courts?
Yeah, good morning, and thank you for having me. And good morning to all your viewers. Talking about sanitation policies in Accra Metropolitan Assembly, for that matter, Greater Accra, we've realized that sanitation has been one of the big issues that the country is facing with. And all these things are because maybe enough logistics are not there for officers to ensure that the city is clean as it's supposed to be. Landfill site is an issue. Also, because the distance between where the waste is being collected and where the final disposal site is another issue. Also, when AMA was, let me say, the new AMA with just the 3 sub-metros, all the sanitation courts that used to be within the Accra Metropolitan Assembly has been carved out to be a matured municipal assemblies. And now the Accra Metropolitan Assembly is without a sanitation court. And when the district is there without a sanitation court, sometimes after the education and health promotion and other things, the last bit is the law enforcement. So when people see that people are being sent to court and they are being fined because they are not keeping their environment clean, they sit up and know that the city is really working. And I think it is because of that the mayor of Accra is trying as much as possible to ensure that a sanitation court is being put in place within the Accra Metropolitan Assembly to augment the actions of the environmental health officers within the assembly to ensure clean city.
When are we hoping to get these courts running effectively then?
As we talk now, the contractor is on site, is working very seriously to ensure that before the close of the year, the Accra Metropolitan Assembly Sanitation Court will be in session and then it will start. It is going to ensure that people who display for sale items, that there are markets and they are, instead of them being inside the market and they are selling at the edges of the market, all these things are going to be a thing of the past. Junkies and people who are supposed to register with accredited waste collection companies and they are not doing is going to be a thing of the past. Food safety and other measures are going to be in place because the sanitation is in 2 bits. We have the sanitation that is the hard component aspect of the environmental health, And the food safety and law enforcement is the soft component of the environmental health. And I think with the insertion of the sanitation court in Accra Metropolitan Assembly is going to make a way for our work to be easy to help us ensure that we keep the city clean in all times.
I appreciate your time here. We will be touching base as usual with you to get a sense of how this is progressing. But that's Florence Kuchi. She's a public health expert with the Accra Metropolitan Assembly. We'll take a quick breather now. When we come back, we'll bring you business. You need to stay for this one because it's on whether ADB has the capacity to take over the National Investment Bank. We'll tell you what a banking expert has been saying.
Hello there. To provide timely information and to explain educational reforms and to discuss school models and interventions, the Ministry of Education, in partnership with the Teacher Education Journal, presents to you the first ever education TV talk show, the Edu Talk Show. The Edu Talk Show keeps you informed and updated on trends in the world of education.
The Ghanaian teacher is so versatile. Provide him the opportunity, train him, and that teacher will perform wonders.
Where are the women? They're doing very well academically, but they're not in the sciences and all of that. So technology is missing a lot more women that they could have had.
You need to tell the parents, at the moment, what you're getting is covering only an aspect of your child's education. And therefore, it's very difficult for you to make any decision with the limited information you have.
We still have more to do when it comes to safe school.
So join us as we speak to our guests on reforms taking place in Ghana's education sector. My name is Blessed Sogan, and I am your host.
At the heart of the illegal mining craze, babies are being born deformed. Their formation stages interrupted by poisonous minerals exposed by illegal mining.
The baby is deformed. You can't find the sexes of the baby. The placenta had a lot of mercury and lead.
But those who seek gold continue to expose the toxins that nature once hidden.
Cadmium, lead, copper, mercury, they are of alarming concern.
When you bring it up there, they are mobilized into our water bodies, and that is where we get exposed to them.
The country's water bodies have become lifeless. Across Ghana, they flow like a plague, polluting the sea with the venom of illegal mining.
You need about 10 to 15 micrograms per deciliter in your blood, and you are in trouble.
This documentary, Erasmus and his team investigate how silently Ghanaians may be poisoned for gold. Poisoned for gold, coming soon.
Hello, good morning. Welcome to the business segment on Joy News Desk with me, Pius Kojubaka, a senior lecturer at the University of Professional Studies, who is also the head of banking and finance at the same school. Dr. Gladys Nabil has cautioned that the financial position of ADB cannot support the bank to take over the National Investment Bank. According to her, it will be a setback to merge two struggling banks in the current economic conditions where banks are trying to recover from the domestic debt exchange program. Government is said to have completed all moves for the takeover, but Dr. Nabil advised government to rather seek alternative funding for both banks to resuscitate their operations.
Now, if you look at this merger or takeover, if ADB is made losses, and given the economic situation, we are not aware whether ADB can turn around its losses to profit by next year or by the end of this year. How then is it able to now take over a company that has accrued so much losses over the years? Since 2021, NIB has been, struggling till date. How is it it going to consolidate its losses and liabilities to be able to turn around within the shortest possible time? You have to know that during takeover situations, there are a lot of issues that has to be factored in. The consolidation process, which needs to take time, at least it will take ADB not less than 6 months to be able to stabilize, to bounce back to the economy. So I don't think that this is the right move.
Now, the Ghana Real Estate Developers Association, GREDA, is calling for a collaboration with the government to deliver affordable housing to the Ghanaian populace. According to the president of the association, Dr. Ebo Bonfo, this collaboration is necessary to ensure that all parties benefit equally while addressing the housing deficit in the country. Here's more.
The Ghana Real Estate Developers Association, in partnership with Oak Firm Limited, has launched the 35th anniversary and awards ceremony of the association. The anniversary celebration is themed 35 years of successful housing through stakeholder collaboration. According to the president of the Ghana Real Estate Developers Association, Patrick Ebo Bonfo, delivering affordable housing to Ghanaians need collaboration from all stakeholders.
Affordability is subjective. Statistics have shown that even if the cost of houses are reduced to 1,000 Ghana cedis, there will still be about 60% of the consuming public that will not be able to acquire it. That's the statistics. We know that 35% at least will be able to afford it with some form of government assistance by way of discounts here and there, and so on and so forth. So this is the reality. So affordability is subjective. We will do our best, and as we have always done, to deliver on affordable housing. With the help of tax breaks here and there, I'm sure we can do even better. I highlighted this in my recent speech at the launch of the COCOBOD project. And these are areas where we can easily collaborate with government to deliver on affordable housing. Because to be fair, if I'm building a house that will cost 100,000 Ghana cedis and a fellow developer has built the same thing and is selling it at 500,000 Ghana cedis and we all go pay corporate tax of 25%, it's a disincentive to me to build affordable housing. So these are areas we're thinking we can collaborate with government and we can be encouraged to do more with our pricing and then we can do better.
Director at Oak Firm Limited, Doris Adabatuku, reiterated GREDA's commitment towards reducing the housing deficit in the country.
For 35 years, GREDA has been in the forefront of real estate development in Ghana, which not only contributed significantly to bridging the country's housing deficit gap, but to also attract investment and foreign exchange into the country. As GREDA takes pride in the successes achieved as a result of these 35 years, it becomes very imperative that recognition and prominence is given to the sector. Being mindful of these achievements, the association has resolved to celebrate the 35 years and to award deserving individuals and organizations, hence the launch of the two events today.
The association, as part of activities to mark its 35th anniversary, will hold a symposium, a corporate walk, and also construct a 3-unit classroom block donation in Joaso. Jesse Ayo Magbakpo's report.
That's it for business. I am Pius Kojubaka. More news after this break.
Credible and fearless journalism. That is what we stand for. Duty bearers and citizens know that they'll be asked the hard questions to bring out the truth. That is what we expect of us. It is this that sets us apart because we hold the feet of leadership to the heat of accountability. My name is Evans Mensah, and this is Joy News. fearless, independent, and credible.
In a nation where the power distributor is highly indebted, a sinister syndicate lurks in the shadows as greed infiltrates the heart of Ghana's power supply. Join us on a riveting journey as we uncover the shocking truth behind ECG meter allocations. Corruption, deceit, and betrayal. It's a tale that will leave you asking, why?
This thing is a big moral responsibility and values fight.
It's 52 minutes after 9. This is still News Desk with me, Bernice Abubeidou-Lansa. And when his dream of becoming a world-class footballer did not materialize, Michael Aidoo's urge to see himself succeed regardless became his energy plug. Now, after some ups and downs in changing jobs, he settled on barbering. It's something he does with a lot of passion and zeal. He shares his struggles and successes with Hannah Odami in today's edition of Stories of Hope.
Michael has always nurtured a strong ambition of being a footballer. He had imagined himself on the international stage, playing in the big leagues. When he completed junior high school, he put all his eggs in one basket, football or nothing else. So he traveled to Accra from Asamankese, the eastern region, to make this dream a reality. He soon realized how it wasn't that easy to be accepted into a football team.
I went to Sahara where I was told selection of players is done. I was asked to pay 500 cedis registration fee, but I didn't have the money, so I had to find another means to survive. 500.
Looking like a shattered dream, Michael refused to go back home. He quickly had to make another plan to survive. He tried his hands on jobs that could fetch him money.
So I found work by washing utensils for a kinky seller. After a while, I changed to helping produce and sell paints. That too didn't earn me much money. So I started selling buffalo. I carried it on my head and hawked around to sell. I left that too to sell fried rice, but I had to again quit to go back to selling paint, as I saw that as more lucrative.
Michael got excited about migrating to South Africa. A client convinced him that he would earn more money whilst there.
One day, Madam Gaibi,
One day, when I came to work, I met a Baba who encouraged me to learn the trade. I wasn't interested because I wanted to learn tailoring, but after some counsel, I decided to learn how to Baba. And through that, I traveled to SA based on the conviction of a friend.
He touched down in Johannesburg and called the person who was supposed to host him. For over 10 hours, the person did not answer his phone call. After loitering in the airport, migration officials became suspicious of his moves and sent him back to Ghana on the next available flight.
Kudu airport now, also by family. You do how much be say 4 up to an job 10 still no buy.
Oh.
No man airport.
From 4 a.m. when I landed in SA until 10 p.m., my host never picked his calls, even from the immigration officers. They then became suspicious and deported me back to Ghana.
South Africa airport until no Sambra back to a film.
With no money left, no job to hold on to, and no one to look up to, Michael decided to go back home to Asamankese. But some friends convinced him not to take that route. It took him so many years to bounce back. Eventually, the ever-determined Michael got back on his feet and now owns a barbering shop.
Bye no. The hozu be brave, sunya be brave. Cause my seska. See, a month time na me sound so bad.
I spent all my money on the South African trip, so when I came back, I really cried. I felt I was lost. I hustled a lot but could not get much money. I decided to go back to work with my former boss. After working for a while, I thought of getting my own shop. So in 2018, I rented this place, and today I tirelessly work towards making this work for me.
Wow. His friend admires his determination.
I know Michael to be very hardworking. Somebody who doesn't give up easily. Yeah, because I have had an opportunity to be around his story. In as much as a yaw, the downs and everything, but he didn't give up. Full of disappointment. But he came back strongly and started all over again. And right now, he's Mickey.
And that's Hannah Odame with today's edition of Stories of Hope. And that's how we end this edition of News Desk with me, Bernice Abubedulan's. Our top story was about a person seeking to cite the EC for contempt, trying a third time this morning to serve the commission with cut summons. We'll bring you more news at midday, but do stay with us. We are your most credible news source. I'm Bernice Abubedulan. Once again, thanks for your company.